plays this video real quick. What's going on with the virus? How's it affecting
Economic emergency,
stuff?
millions of Americans facing a new crisis with the latest weekly jobless numbers out this morning. The extra $600 of unemployment benefits so many are getting every week are about to run out, and Republicans in Congress are nowhere near a deal to extend them. Mary Bruce joins us now from Washington with more on this side of the story. Good morning, Mary.
Cecilia, good morning. Well, this pandemic is taking a rising toll on the job market. We've just learned that 1.4 million Americans applied for unemployment last week. That's higher than expected. And economists, 25 million Americans have been receiving this extra $600 a week payment. That, though, is about to end unless Washington can act. And right now, Congress is divided. Democrats want to see this $600 a week check continue, while Republicans want to reduce it, perhaps closer to $400 a week. They argue that this extra money actually disincentivizes Americans to go back to work. Now, there was some talk here of doing a short-term extension. We are told that is simply not going to happen.
Yo, let's do the math on this. Let's do the math on this, right? Let's do the math on this, because this really irks my fucking nerves, all right? Let's say you extrapolate out $600 a week to be an average of $2,400 a month, right? Let's do the math on that. That is around 30,000 or just under 30,000. Somewhere in that. This is rough math, right?
A year.
So yeah, a year. Right, because it's 2,400 times 12 months.
So that's so much.
So that's like
That's
like
too much money.
27,
That's
28.
giving people too much money.
So
it's 30,000 a year.
So we're talking about a number that is below 30K, which is below the poverty mark. So the unemployment bonus is still below the poverty line. So if you're telling me that people would rather sit at home and collect this than go to their jobs, so what does that tell you about the state of wages in the United States? If people were making a living wage, and people are very proud people, especially in the United States. We have, American exceptionalism, et cetera, et cetera. People are very prideful about the work that they do. If people would actually make more money being at home doing nothing, what does that say about the state of wages in this country? People are not being paid enough to do the work that they do, period. Because otherwise, even if it was the same money, people don't want to be cooped up in their house doing nothing. They want to be out there doing anything.
Dr. Genius, ever since slavery became illegal, it's been really expensive to have people work for you. So that's what's been happening in this country. So for a long time.
Yeah. Is that why people don't want to pick avocados and wine grapes in California? Because the thing is, when they got rid of all the illegal immigrants, right? But it's like, okay, you can't yell. They took the gerbs. You can't yell that anymore. All right, go pick the avocados. Like, they need you in California. Oh, but we got to close our farm because nobody's applying. Why the fuck you think they're not applying?
Man, people are choosing their health.
Yeah, 28.8. Yeah, I know my math was a little bit off, but thanks, Waffles. Shy of 29,000. We're under the poverty mark in this country. And people would rather take that. That tells you that people are being underpaid at their jobs. They're underemployed, or they're underpaid for the work that they do already. So how about we give people a living wage, and that will be their incentive to go back to work?
Jesse needs to pull up this next video real quick, because it really shows, now, they're saying this thing about, people need to go find jobs. But what the fuck are you talking about? This video pretty much shows you, how, this scam that they're trying to push on people about looking for work.
Another 1.4 million Americans filed for unemployment benefits in the past week. This is up for the first time since the pandemic struck in March. 52 million Americans have now lost jobs in a few short months. In Massachusetts, another 18,000 filed for benefits. This week, the $600 unemployment benefit is set to expire. Lawmakers in D.C. are considering a new relief package.
People are already moving back home, making big decisions because already there's no unemployment. So imagine if you cut unemployment for people. This is a disaster. I can't believe they just sitting around, just like, you know, like they might go on vacation and not make a decision. You know, this is the craziest shit. You know, you vote for these people to make these decisions, and they're about to go on vacation, have lattes, you know, ice
Yeah,
lattes.
and, you know, at the end of every year, they vote to give themselves a raise.
Yeah,